Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another general read. Ooh, so exciting. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. This is a general read, so if it resonates with you, I'm very excited about it. If it doesn't, then this message wasn't meant for you, but make sure you do watch the entire video. There might be a message that's within this message that will resonate with you. As well as that, if you really like this reading, I do have a lot of other general reads as well as Toasty Tarot Nights and pick a card readings on my channel. So just again, make sure you do follow and click that notification bell so you can know when I am uploading. And I am currently uploading a video every single day, so that's very exciting. I'm very busy on this channel, so definitely check it out. Also, with these being general reads, if love comes a part of the reading today, my default reading is reading to a female about a male, so pronouns are interchangeable. He's can be she's can be he's, he, she, them, or they. Whatever is going on in your life, we're going to get started. I'm going to start with our trusty Witch's Tarot. Okay. Our first card that flew out. Okay, we'll take that. Is the Four of Swords, and then the rest of them are face down, so I don't know what they are. Let's see if Tarot wants to add anything else. Yep, one more. Wow. This is a repeat card that's been happening today, and it is major. It's a major arcana. Okay, so I'm just going to set these aside for right now. I'm going to read them off, and then I'm actually going to cut this deck and do clarifying cards for all of these. Sorry, my nose itches. I washed my hands, promise. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. We have Karma, which is judgment. Then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups. And then Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so right off the bat, we have two major arcanas. We have Karma, Judgment, and then the Hanged Man. This is the one that keeps popping up in a lot of my readings today. And that is in the reverse. And that is exactly what it keeps popping up as. So it's crazy. Okay, we're going to just go down the line here. Okay. So clarifying the Four of Swords is going to be the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is another repeat card for the readings I've done today. Then we have Karma, which is being clarified by the Ten of Swords in reverse. Wow. This is big energy that's going on. This is awesome. Okay, then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse being clarified by the Five of Swords. Then the Ace of Swords, or Ace of Wands, excuse me, in reverse being clarified by the Devil. In this deck, it's the shadow side. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse being clarified by the Seven of Swords. Then we have the Page of Cups being clarified by the Empress in reverse. And then we have the Hanged Man in reverse being clarified by Justice in reverse. Very interesting. This is big energy too because it's two major arcanas and they're both in reverse. Wow, this is some big energy we're playing with. Okay, so right now is a time that we are really resting. This is a resting energy. This is recharging, staying at home, relaxing. But there is an energy that is going to be making this change. And this is in a financial stance. So things are going to be changing in this. So enjoy this rest and relaxation, because I do feel like that there is going to be moving energy towards this. Now, with karma, which is judgment, being clarified by the 10 of Swords in reverse, this is such a great energy because this is a healing energy. This is dealing with past issues where you've been feeling like you got stabbed in the back, that you've been that you've been betrayed, and that the swords are falling out of your back. This is like all of your issues, all of the things that have been keeping you up at night. They're starting to heal and they're starting to release themselves. And with karma and judgment, this is when you're in this healing energy, or anything that is any sort of energy that may be negatively impacting you, or things that have hurt you, karma becomes into play very quickly. So if someone has hurt you or has broken your heart, being vengeful and being that really negative energy where it's like, well, I'm going to get you back. Well, you're trying to take karma's game, and karma at this point is just like, all right, that's going to come on to you. So you're placing more bad karma and return when you're putting that energy out there. So when you are hurt and have been hurt in the past, the best thing to do is release it to heal from it. And sometimes healing, depending on the person, takes longer than it should. I know this because I am a deep lover. I love fully and deeply, and a lot of times I'm loving at 110%. And for the most part, my partner would be at about a 45. And so when I've gone through breakups or have gone through friendships and things like that, that have, broken up or just be done, it really hurts me, and it hurts me to my core. And so it does take me especially a long time to really release that and to heal from that. But just know that with that healing aspect, just believe in karma, and if you feel like you've been wronged, karma's going to catch up. And so it's just best to focus on your heart and your healing and to move forward. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles in reverse being clarified by the 5 of Swords, it feels like this is a financial issue that's going on, that you might feel really unstable financially, but there is good news coming your way. It might not feel like it's going to alleviate everything. It might be feeling like that you're putting a Band-Aid on like a mortal wound. Like a literal Band-Aid while your like arm's cut off or whatever. It's okay to feel this way and to communicate this way. But I feel like that there's a lot of illusions that are going on right now. And it's just making sure that you, in your mind and your mindset, is feeling good and being positive. Because that's really going to start to shift your energies and really start to make things work out for you. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands in reverse being clarified by the Devil. Now, I feel like that there's a lot of you that feel like your light, your inner fire has gone out. And it's being really taking away from you with obsessions or substance. So if, like, for instance, what I'm thinking is, like, in quarantine, if you're staying at home, which you should be, you're not doing projects around the house. You're not doing like a puzzle or painting or writing or doing something that's productive. It just feels like either you're glued onto what's been going on with what's going on right now, as well as perhaps drinking. And that can be also part of this financial, where it's you're trying to deal with this uncertainty in a really unhealthy way. So it's really time to let's get that wand energy flipped around, really spark that fire, start to do something that's good for your soul, and that you can start to focus on other things rather than this devil energy that's going on. Because it's definitely an underlining issue with a lot of people where it's becoming really obsessive. Now, there isn't a whole lot of options right now to do. I mean, this feels like, and I'm saying options in the way of directions of how we want our lives to go. Right now, we really need to live in the present and really start to heal ourselves while we're at home. And there really isn't a choice to do that. It's like being home alone with your thoughts. And sometimes that is scary. I can tell you, before I started doing tarot as a spiritual guidance and healing for myself, it was awful to be alone with my thoughts. And that's how I drove into really abusing alcohol as well. And it was just numbing everything that was going on. So I feel like that there is this energy that is going on when you are stuck. And it's like, oh, I don't want to be alone with myself or with my thoughts. And guess what? You're going to have to. So right now, it's a great time to really build some healthy boundaries with yourself. A really good tip that I used to do when I would start to get into a downward spiral, start thinking really negatively about myself, is think of a safe word that isn't going to like manipulate itself way back to that negative thought. And mine was after hearing, I think it was Beyonce's Drunk in Love. Pretty sure it was that song. Yeah, it had to be. And how she says surfboard in it, she's like, surfboard, and it cracks me up. And even to this day, when I hear it, I am like, surfboard. And that was my safe word. That is what got me out of that downward spiral when I would start to say, I'm not good enough, I'm too ugly, I'm fat, I'm, everything that like is all of my own insecurities. And I would just pick at it. And when I started to use that surfboard phrase, that would snap me out of it, to being like, surfboard, okay. And then it's like going into, well, surfing. Let's think about the ocean. Let's think about dolphins. Let's think about being free. And, and it was just like, that's how I got myself out of it. That's how you get your mind to shift. So, it feels like that is a big part of doing that healthy boundaries as well. And that's saying to yourself that you can allow any sort of thoughts to come into your mind, but just make sure that if they are destructive and in this like devil energy that's going on, they're not allowed to live there. So it's like, let that go, get it out of there. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups being clarified by the Empress in reverse. So there is a message, a really beautiful emotional message that's going to be coming into for our feminine energy. And I'm almost getting as well as the masculine energy because this is in reverse. And it feels like This is going to help higher our vibrations with both masculine and feminine. So really be open to receiving these messages. And it's allowing yourself to be open to love. Even though this is a really hard time, this is a really scary time, as well as like a really like quarantine time. You're not like having visitors or you're not going out or anything like that. But being open to love. Be open to it, because you don't know what will happen until you actually have yourself open to it. And that's going to really higher that vibration. Now, we have the Hanged Man in reverse being clarified by Justice in reverse. So it feels like that there is something that is going on where we have been stopping and looking at things from different perspectives. And now it is the time that we have decided to go. And this is also kind of correlating with the Seven of Cups energy too, where it's you're not having options. You've looked at all the options, now it's time to go with one. And it's going to be a little bit of an imbalance. It's not going to feel completely fair of what this decision is. But with karma that is at play, this will be handled in the karmic sense. So you need to trust into the universe and trust that things are going to work out. But this suspension and this kind of pause, waiting energy is going to be ending very, very soon. And again, it's some people are not going to be happy with this. It's going to almost feel like an injustice to them. And it's just going to be how it rolls. Okay, now I am doing the Black Moon Astrology cards. Oh my gosh, they want to talk today. All of these cards want to talk. They want to talk to you. They've got some stuff to say. Okay, that was way too many. All right. So our first card was the 10th house, the world. So we need to really be focusing on going globally with our actions. So this is also being in touch with Mother Nature. I read an article which I mentioned in the in one of the general reads, that since people have been going home, especially in China, that air pollution has gone down significantly. So it's making new changes that is for our environment as well as our health. And so because our world is our health. So we just really need to be taking care of it and thinking on a global stance as well. Then we have number 1, Sun, Spirit. So this is a really positive energy that's going on. Sun is one of the most positive cards that you can have in tarot. And so I feel like the sun will shine again. It might feel really gloomy. It might not feel really positive right now, but the sun's going to shine again for sure. And Spirit's going to help us and guide us to feeling better and guide us into this new territory that we are all experiencing together, because we are one, which is that number 1. Okay, then we have Earth element, and that is number 38, and that's stability. So we're going to feel stable here. Like this is feeling really good. And especially with the world too, I have to go back to that. The world in tarot is the ending of a lesson. So this is going to end. This whole energy of just panic and just ick is going to end, and it's going to be positive. The sun will shine again, and we're going to get stable again. There is light at the end of this tunnel. This is not complete darkness. But we do right now, number 10, Neptune, sacrifice. We do have to sacrifice certain things. So again, like going out and doing certain things where we are going against what we should be doing, which is social distancing and staying at home as much as we can. Supporting local businesses is great, and totally support that. And there are a ton of options of ordering in either online or calling the local business. They'll get your stuff and put it outside, and you pay over the phone and things like that. So businesses are really working with this, and they're doing such a great job. It is so beautiful to see this community come together and really help out. And it may be some sacrifice. I know that there are some people that believe that this is a bunch of malarkey and stuff like that that's going on. And it's, why do I have to stop doing this? I'm fine and I'm healthy and blah, blah, blah. And I was one of them at the beginning of this. Let me just say, I'll admit to it. But knowing that I'm sacrificing my own, like, being inconvenienced, like, I will sacrifice that every single day to be not inconvenienced if it means getting people healthy. And also just following your government laws too. Then we have number 5, which is Mars force. And I feel like there's a lot of people, this is going into that energy where they're feeling forced to do something that they don't want to do. And unfortunately, that's what happens. I mean, I have to pay bills. Like, I have to, like, pay my own crap. I'm being forced to do that, but guess what? I'm doing that because I'm an adult and you are too. So, you know, it's just sacrifice that inconvenience for being healthy. All right, we got 41, North Node, life's purpose. This is such a great card because now is the time that we are learning as a society what is important. What is important to you, your friends, family. It's not money, it's not greed. And I feel like that this is a huge lesson that we are learning as a collective. And this is just, when we get out of this, it is going to be incredibly beautiful energy. Then we have 37, which is the fire element, desire. So it's really working on that with that Ace of Wands in reverse. It's really working on your true desire and that passion, that fire that's in your belly. You want to make sure that you are igniting that and not having it dampen by devil energy or anything that's going to lower that vibration. And then we have 42 in South Node, life's debts. So this feels like that there is an energy of give and take. This is like karma in that sense. So it's making sure that you are getting on that good karma train and really paying dues where you need to. And it doesn't mean that everything that bad happens to you is because you've done something bad. That's not the case, but it's making sure that you're looking at what has happened in the past and doing the rights of your wrongs. Because no one's perfect. No one's been perfect. Every one of us has been selfish, has been a not great friend, not a great parent or child or whatever. No one is perfect. So it's time to really right those wrongs. Okay, now we have the Goddess Guidance. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. We have Vesta, which is home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So stay home, people. Enjoy being at home. Really spend time with your family that you won't get this opportunity again. You know, this is something that you just need to just ride this wave. This has never happened before. I can't say that it will never happen again, but they'll put something, everyone will get on the same page with this and figure out a different game plan once this is over and done with. But just enjoy this time together. Okay, so we got the miracle. This is also the Isis Oracle. So the miracle of Isis. Isis offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you've struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you're guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing. Let go and let the goddess be. This is that karma energy. This is what's happening, where it's releasing that old negative energy, as well as that devil energy, where it's making sure that you are not allowing that energy to live in your life right now, like, or ever. Release that. Release your old past issues. Release your old emotional baggage, because this whole thing that's happening right now is releasing so many people's inner struggles, and that's what is manifesting into this panic and negative. Now we have the magic and ritual, and that's effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. How gorgeous is that? And so that is also doing the inner work. This is working your inner stuff that's going on with that emotional baggage, getting all of that, removing that negative inner dialogue, and letting this inner light really shine on your outer energy. Because I'm telling you right now, when I started to do the inner work, which it's still constant. It's not, you can't just do it and then it's automatically gone. It's always there. But when you are working on it and you are being really focused on working on it, you're going to realize how much you're going to attract other people. Like when I was telling you about surfboard being my safe word to get me out of the downward spiral, I didn't think that I was worthy of love. And I was told that by a past relationship, and I believed it. And so when I actually started to work on it myself, and like I didn't have really anyone that was interested in me, that I didn't feel beautiful. And when I started working on it and I started to actually shift that energy into something else, it was crazy how much that opened it up, and like there was people that were actually attracted to me. So it was a really eye-opening and like cool experience of like, oh wow, okay, I'm not like a piece of shit. Because that's like what it felt like. And there's some days where it still does feel like that, but not to that extent of what I was feeling. All right, guys. So what we need to do and take from this is making sure that we are doing the inner work while we're at home, and really focusing on that positive energy and that positive light. All right, guys. That is it for this reading today. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. And thanks for hanging out. Again, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. You can follow me on Instagram at Witch of Boise, Twitter at Witch of Boise, and Facebook Witch Boise. And yeah, just again, thanks for all of your support. Thanks for all of your kind words. And again, thanks for hanging out with me. I love doing this, and I hope you guys love watching it. All right, I'm out of here, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.